This is Day Morphic Drawing, and today we're going to add texture and outline to our illustration. Alright, so basically you should be at a point in your drawing where it looks something like this. You've got it covered up with colors, the big basic shapes, and nothing real small yet. Today we're going to get that small detail on here. For example, we're going to outline our characters, put texture on things, and get that small detail that we can. And when I say minimum amount of outlining, and don't forget to sharpen your pencil, is you're going to outline each object. For example, I outline the ears, I outline the eyes, I outline the nose, not just outlining the entire thing, which I have a lot of students do that. Super outline would include, thick and thin lines, and don't forget, like, good eyes. Here's a good illustration. Have fun with it. I mean, this is not particularly realistic drawing of a horse's head, but it's fun, and it's got smiles, and don't forget to have fun, I guess. When you outline, you don't have to grab that black pencil all the time. Purple works, or dark blue works, or brown around the object. A lot of kids think that it's black is the only outline that we can do. Well, actually, you can add color and be part of it as you choose the color that you have. The next thing you want to do is put texture on it. For example, boards on the ground or the bricks behind it, and particularly the animal textures. And you need at least 3 of these. So, what does your animal look like? Does it have feathers? Does it have stripes? Is it fur? And your fur should be different than your grass. Okay, here's some grass texture, and here's a good observation of some grass. You don't have to paint every blade. You don't have to draw every blade. Just a few in the front, maybe a couple in the back, and it'll give that feel to it. And here's an example of and the fur is very different from the grass too. And I've had students do the bark on the tree and fur and all of that the same. Patterns and designs, like that fun shirt right there. You can put that on as well. And don't forget the small detail, like numbers on the shirt, or little dots on the basketball, or the number on the stripes on the pants, fun things like that. Here's a great illustration, which wasn't done by one of my students, but I found on the internet. What a great example of anthropomorphism. All right, so you remember, one of the first things you want to do is get out that photograph that we looked at the very beginning. I know a lot of you, I told you to keep it, but don't forget to get that out, because that's going to help us inform how we're going to do that texture. Now, this face isn't exactly like that face. I tried to make it a little more fun, and so forth. So what I'm going to take a green, and I kind of did a light green or yellow there, and I'm going to look at these different textures on my guy here, and I noticed that they're a little bigger around the mouth area, and then they get a little smaller up here, and eventually gets into little dots. And so I'm going to try to mimic that, maybe a few marks down here, particularly in the dark areas. I'm going to bring that out. Maybe in the light areas, just a few dots. And I just have to indicate the texture. I don't have to reproduce it all the time. On the arm, it's almost like little grids here. So maybe just a few dots every once in a while. I can outline with a color pencil. It's like I said, I'm going to outline with a green. Might be good. It gives it just a little bit more color this way. And the eyes. Now I'm thinking of the eyes. Outline that with black. And I told a lot of you didn't have black color pencil, black paint. But here's your chance to really get some black on it. So I'm going to outline that, and outline the shirt maybe with black. Get that shadow in there. Some dots in there. Outline this. See how much nicer when I get that into green, it just stands out just a little bit better. Nice thing for that. I can. It didn't have a belt on here, but I could put a little belt example on here. I don't know. Track players don't have belts usually, right? I don't know. And let me see, I could do red for the shoes and so forth. I want to get some texture on here, like the grass. And I'll take a lighter green here for the grass, and just a few things here and there. I noticed that you can also help your drawing. Like I didn't get right up next to the foot on the watercolor, and that happens a lot. If I could take maybe a gray or a, put a black line here to make a difference between the side of the track and the top of the track, and I can fill that in just a little bit and bring that out. Is fine. I'll continue doing the texture on here. I'm not gonna bore you with all the different things that I can do here. I'm just gonna show you a few of the things. Maybe come back to that when I'm done. And I'm getting a phone call. Maybe leaves on the tree. And once again, I don't have to do every leaf, just a few leaves up there. You can even add things to this. Like if you wanted to put maybe some trees in the background, you could really use, I don't do a tree right here, or maybe some bushes or trees way far away. I could even draw another person on there. Maybe some kids playing in the park, and I can do that with a colored pencil, and it'll just add to it. I've got this nice track number right here. Maybe I could make that into orange. That might be nice. So if you didn't get something colored in, you didn't have time to maybe do it with a watercolor, here's your chance to work on that as well. And like I said, 3 different types of texture, and let's put some grass around the tree. That often people don't cut that. I could put this, right there. And as I'm drawing this, it gets clearer and clearer. It looks better. I keep using that black, but you get the point. Green here like this. But have fun, enjoy. Really get the small detail. I put a number on the shirt. Little pebbles on the rocks or on the the track. Maybe little dots on the track to give it a texture or something like that. Might be a nice thing to do. Give it all of that. Really just brings out the illustration and makes it more fun. All right, enjoy.